Hey World History, welcome to week 3. This week we're going to focus on building our country project. This is a project that I'm really excited about because you guys get to create your own country. Think about the geography of it, the history of it, the people that live in your country, how it's structured, and then every unit throughout this semester and next year we're going to be thinking about the theme of that unit and how it applies to your particular country. Just follow along on this play posit as I take you through the directions. First, a quick little check on the master schedule. Should be all built out and ready to go. We only have one New Zella reading this week. We're in week 3, and I do recommend that you do it on Tuesday so that you get it done and start thinking about where do civilizations tend to form, so that when you go and start building your country, you can bring in some of those aspects. So we got a New Zella reading, of course, this play posit that you're doing now. And then just a quick note, if you didn't complete the district pre-assessment, you do need to do that on campus this week. And then that saves the other 3 days to really dive into our build project. We'll have a lot of time during live class to get questions answered and to work on that. So to find all the directions of the My Country project, you can just go in Blackboard, and there is a tab here now called the My Country project, and that's going to open up a new Google site that will have all of the future directions for this country project. Or the My Country project. The overall purpose is you're going to be creating your own country. You're in full control of designing it and creating it, and then as we explore our themes in each unit, you'll consider how those essential questions and themes fit in to your particular country. You get to decide what kind of leader you are, how you care or don't care for the people of your country. And here's a quick list of themes that we're going to be exploring. Democracy versus dictatorship, world religions, and progress. That's all going to be in this first semester. And then second semester, we have imperialism, colonialism, war, communism versus capitalism, and revolution. And then we'll finish out the year with some global connections. Graded will just be through your grade negotiation. I will try to give you guys samples of what a 4 is looking like, what we should be striving for a 4, and then you'll also always get the chance to revise and review. Finally, your country project is going to be housed on a Google site, on the new Google sites, and I encourage you to use the Google Web Apps for everything in your country project, because it just links into your Google site really well. And overall, towards the end of the semester and end of the school year, we'll have a celebration of learning where you'll be able to show off your country and what has happened to your people as you have explored your themes. One thing that I want you guys to do while we're going through this play posit is just to set up Google folders and a Google site so that you can house your country on it. So I'm just going to model that really quick. If you're pretty comfortable with Google Apps and things like that, just bear with me. I'm going to go to the my Google Drive, which I get to by going drive.google.com and logging in with my PSD username and password. What I really recommend you guys do is create a folder, 1 for our world history class, and 2 also for another folder to keep everything from your My Country project in. You can see I have a lot of folders here. But to create a new folder, you just go up to New, Folder, okay, and you can title that World History. Okay, and then whenever you do an assignment, I recommend that you keep it in that World History folder. Another thing I want you to do is to share that folder. So I right-click and go up to Share. Okay, and just share it back with me at least, so that anything that you put in that folder is automatically shared with me. and you just type in my email address, rjames@psdschools.org, and send. Okay. Then a folder within your world history folder, and go ahead and make sure it's open and do new folder. You can say my country project. All right. And since that is already shared with me, that folder is already shared with me, you don't need to share it with me again. Okay. Then within that folder, you're going to go ahead and create a new Google site. So come up here, come down here to More, and then head to the Google Sites. I really like Google Sites, again, like I said, because it meshes well with the Google Docs. You can name your site, your name, country. And then you can spend some time playing with the themes, choose your color, font styles. You can also add an image. So if you want to upload an image that represents you, or maybe once you get your flag design, you can upload your flag there, something like that. The next thing I'm going to take you through is show you what you're actually going to be working on besides just creating your site. If you come back to my site, which has all of the directions, and come over to build, this is where you'll see the directions for what we're doing this week. Your first task is build your country, design a flag, and create a map. So we went ahead and created our Google site. And on the main first page of your site is where you're going to upload all of the following tasks for this build phase. So your first task is to build your country, and you might just want to do a little bit of brainstorm in your active notebook before you start typing. But think about, what is your country like? Where is it going to be located geographically? Is it an island? What is the climate like? It needs to be logical, make sense, follow the physics of Earth, be on Earth. It can't be on Mars or anything like that. And then use the questions on the following page as a guide for details. Let me just scroll down here. Here's the questions to answer about your country. You're going to give it a name. Where's it located? What's the geography like? Think about in your Newsela reading, where did the Nile Valley River civilizations form? Where were people looking for to actually have civilization? Is that where your country will be? Describing the climate, vegetation, as well as what's the population of your country like. You don't have to answer all of these questions. These are just some thinking questions, but you do want to touch on all 6 of these topics, right? But just use these questions within the 1 through 6 as a guide. Okay. What does a 4 look like? All the questions are answered. Your writing is in a Google Doc shared with me, and you have details and creativity. The second task is your map. Once you have, all right, what are the people of my country, where are they like, where they live, what's kind of the economy like, you should be able to consider a map. This is where you'll get out a piece of white computer paper, use a pencil to sketch things out, and think about what the actual geographic location looks like. You'll want to include a symbol on your map, and you can click there to see what I mean by symbols. A compass rose showing the 4 cardinal directions. You need a nation's capital, and then 3 other cities or towns and villages. And then you want to think about the overall geography of your city, right? Any mountains, rivers, lakes, oceans, forests, rainforests, deserts, bodies of water. Try to come up with clever names for them. And here's an example of a physical map. The last thing you'll do is design a flag. And again, this is on white computer paper. Be creative. The flag should be about the same whole size of the page. Include some color, symbols, consider what do these symbols and colors mean. Are they important to your country? Why are they important? I have a link here to good flag design. And then you want to write a paragraph explaining your flag and describing what it's like. So those are the directions for the build. I've given us a good solid 3 days to do these tasks, and we'll have lots of live class to complete it. But I did want to show you when you are coming in and doing your design and things like that, do it all in this folder. So when I'm going to describe my country, I could start a new Google Doc or maybe a Google slide, and label it my country. Okay, and then you could literally take the questions that I had on that second page there and copy them. Go Control-C and paste them into here and use this almost as a guide. Then when it comes time to putting it on your Google site, you just come up here. Okay, you've titled your page, maybe the name of your country, and you come over here, do Insert, and Add from Drive. And let's see that folder. New World History folder, My Country project. There's the My Country. Okay. Then be sure to come up and publish your site. You can name it Publish. And this is on Poudre School District there. Okay. What's neat about this is I can preview my site. I can come up and go View Publish Site. And this is where your Google Doc will be. Likewise, for once you have your flag and your map, you'll want to take a picture of it, take a clear picture of it on your computer, and that's when you can come in, find that file, come up, go back to your drive, go New, okay, and just upload the picture of that file, and it'll find it on your computer there. Okay, I think I got a picture of, I don't know, a squirrel or something like that. Okay. And then when I'm back on my site, I can insert an image. I could upload it directly from my computer here. Okay. So this would be like my map or my flag on here. And same, if I wanted to type my description of my flag, I could add a text box when it necessary. If it's something quick like a paragraph, I could add a quick text box and type my description of flag. Then you just want to make sure that you always publish, right? Publish. And then once you are all done, to turn in your assignment, you're going to take your published site. So I'm going to go up here, go to View Published Site. This is the URL to my site. You can see it's come together here. I'm going to copy that and paste it into the Blackboard Dropbox, which is in Unit 1. Okay, Project Build My Country. So this would be on Friday. And paste your Google site. Just go Write Submission and paste and submit. So sorry that was a bit longer of a video, but I wanted to get these directions out. I'm really excited about this project. I think it's going to be fun. We're gonna build civilizations and tear them down, and think about religion and revolutions and leadership and so much fun stuff. So I'm super pumped for it. Feel free to reach out, email me with any questions. But for now, just come to live class and we'll start building our countries.